What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorldPodcast. Today we're going to be taking a look at Week 16 Thursday Night Football. You got the Niners and the Titans, and I believe that the Niners were riding high. I told you guys over the last 4 or 5 weeks, I love what they've been doing. You know, Deebo Samuel, since he's been back, he's been really, really good. I don't really know, like I said, the Garoppolo situation, it concerns me. I don't think he's the guy that's going to bring them to the promised land, but if he plays decent, I think it's enough around the run game and things like that. As far as the Titans, we're getting all this news that Derrick Henry might be back off of a broken foot in the playoffs. I don't know how that's possible, but look, we've seen Derrick Henry. The dude's not human. We got to figure out what's going on with that. But the Titans coming off with this win, I was very impressed, bro. I thought the Niners at halftime 10-0, I thought they had control of the game. But obviously, it's 60 minutes. So, when a team stops playing, guess what happens, bro? The other team going to keep playing. And that's pretty much what went on, bro. The Niners had the opportunities to go ahead and make plays, and they just couldn't clutch it out, bro. Let's take a look at Jimmy Garoppolo, dude. 322 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, 2 bad interceptions, okay? And, as far as the way that I feel about him, it really hasn't changed. You know what I'm saying? I'm not confident in him making the right decision for that Niners football team. I do believe, in the offseason, once Aaron Rodgers decides what he wants to do, I think there's a chance he may end up with the Niners. Because if Aaron Rodgers goes to the Niners within the, whatever, if he gets like 3 more good years, I know he wants to play till he's like 40 something, whatever he wants to do. If he gets at least another good 3 years with the Niners, with a decent defense, great running game, that team could be unbelievable. People start to understand more and more what I'm talking about the more you watch the game. If you listen to my podcast, just watch the decisions that Garoppolo makes. A lot of them are really, really blind reads, and it gets really disgusting. Also, you couple that with the fact that Deebo Samuel is like a dual threat now. He's the running back, he's the main running back, and he's also the main wide receiver. Jeff Wilson is just a guy filling in, dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? Dude had 45 yards on 14 carries. He had the touchdown, but they don't really have a solid running back right now. Like, the days of Frank Gore is over, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, all that stuff that was going on, they have to figure out different ways to get that run game going. Deebo Samuel, though, he had 5 carries, 32 yards, a 6.4 average, but he also was dominant in the passing game, which I have to bring that up as well. 9 receptions, 159 yards on 11 targets, and you're also the running back. That's a lot of usage. Going into the playoffs, I don't know if that's going to work, bro. Like, you can't, I understand players are great, but I believe that, it's kind of, when you're a jack of all trades going into the playoffs, you know what the teams do. They look at tape. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody, it's a copycat league. They're going to lock this dude up. Probably not, he'll still have like maybe, 100 passing yards or receiving yards, but he's not going to be dominant in the run game. Anytime they see him in the backfield, it's going to be wild stuff going on. They're not going to give you everything in the playoffs. Kyle Juszczyk, 45 yards on 3 receptions. He's a fullback, dude. Ayuk, he had the touchdown, but he wasn't really heavily involved. 40 yards, 4 receptions. George Kittle, 2 receptions, 21 yards, bro. How are you, this is what my issue is. I know they have a really, really good dominant run game, but they only had 45 yards. So the Titans showed they can still play good defense. They're missing Derrick Henry, but they're showing they can win in other ways. And this is the thing that really concerns me. You have to beat this Titans team without Derrick Henry. You just have to do. I don't care what anybody says, bro. Julio Jones is a decoy right now. He's not. We're going to get to his numbers in a second. A.J. Brown is that dude. But Julio he's just a decoy. I don't know what he's doing out there most of the time. I kind of feel bad for him. The more I watch him play, he doesn't look like a guy that, we think is going to be what he used to be with the Falcons. We can see why the Falcons got rid of him, more or less. He doesn't demand double coverage. He's just a guy running around on the field. So when you look at all of that, you have to beat that team. I really don't care, dude. It's no way you let, Randy come out, kick a field goal. Dude, it shouldn't have come to that. And I think the Niners really gave one away late in the season that they should have definitely taken away. And that's what's going to be the problem. That this loss is going to hurt them heavily, because they have to get that win right now. So now we take a look at Ryan Tannehill. 22 of 29, 209 yards, 1 touchdown. Very pedestrian, right? It's something that you're going to expect from this guy. I'm trying to tell everybody so they thoroughly understand. Derrick Henry is the reason that Ryan Tannehill got his contract extension. Players look so much better with the run game. It is what it is. You Titan fans are arguing with me all the time. Oh, Tannehill is he's just a guy. Just trust me when I tell you, he's just a guy. He's not someone that is going to take the game on his shoulders and just do whatever he wants. That's not what he is. But he was able to do just enough because he went crazy with A.J. Brown connections. 11 receptions, 145 yards on 16 targets, a touchdown. He went absolutely nuts. Julio Jones, 1 reception, 1 target, 7 yards. Okay, so people need to start to understand and look at what's going on with this team. If they're able to win gritty games like this, no Derrick Henry, and then the dude comes back and is able to be at least 90% of what Derrick Henry is, and they continue to play the defense the way they play in defense. Wait, before I finish, Josh Norman, they need to get rid of him. I completely forgot about Josh Norman. The Niners need to cut him right now before the playoffs start. Like, it's better to put somebody else there off the street than to keep Josh Norman out there. I completely forgot about that. He had me raging all night. Dude, that guy sucks. But let's get back to the Titans, right? If they're able to do this right now, because that's not an easy feat what they just did, beating a Niner team that was riding high. If they continue with this momentum, Derrick Henry comes back. He's 90%. He don't gotta be 100%. He don't gotta truck dudes and go for 6 every play. He gotta be 90% of what he was while he recovers and just go out there and play. This team is dangerous. Because A.J. Brown showed yesterday, even with Julio Jones being a trash heap, he can do whatever he wants. You can't really do much with him. And now look what's going to happen in the playoffs. What people are going to do, they're going to take A.J. Brown away, right? So if you have Derrick Henry, how do you do both? That's what I'm looking at right now. And again, it's a broken foot, dude. I don't know how this guy is going to be able to do it, but that's what everybody's talking about. He's going to be back. He's going to be ready to go for the playoffs. Again, with technology and the way that the scientists and the doctors are able to figure out a lot of things with fusion and things like that, we've been seeing people come back from crazy injuries a lot sooner than we used to. So this is all, it's reality now. The guy comes back, this Titans team is out of control. Now again, I don't feel that the Titans are going to do anything in the Super Bowl. Titan fans, take it easy, pump the brakes. I'm just saying, I watched this game and I was very impressed that they were able to pull this out because there was nothing, other than A.J. Brown, it was nothing really overwhelmingly dominant. The defense was good, especially in the second half. They kept him, the quarterback under control, Garoppolo and these boys under control. But the way that it's working out right now, just looking at the build-up into the playoffs, the Titans is one of those teams you got to watch. You just have to watch them, dude. Because, maybe we get one Julio spectacular game with the A.J. Brown, and then that could be a win. Derrick Henry might go off. So many different possibilities, but I'm really starting to get ready for the playoffs, and I know you guys are too. So let me know what you're thinking about this. Do you think the Niners are still ready to go, or did that loss really hurt and they're done? I want to know what you guys are thinking. Enjoy your holiday. One love, y'all.